Here. Here. Feel. Hear, feel, think.
Oi, you alright, Lusa? You're moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Rolling up, rolling of the ship. They've got your stomach churning, has it? Don't seem like seasickness, now that I look at you. It'll be the ether then, I reckon. Some are more sensitive to the stuff than others, see, and we ain't too far from Vilbert now, which is chock full of aetherites. No need to fret, though. You'll soon get used to it. Might as well have been bloomin' seasickness. Ship sleeping around like a demented chocobo today. I reckon I might head out on deck. Get me a breath of fresh air. Limsa is still far way off, in case you were wondering. Seeing as you're awake and all, how about you keep me company till we get there? Them youngins don't much care for conversation, see? Any road, Brennan's the name. Impediments me trade. Smell the salty sea breeze. Now then, lass, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say you're one of them new adventurers. Am I warm? I knew it! Going through wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventure is a risky business. These days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Fortune, eh? Well, it's a dream we've all had at one time or another. Once you've learned to handle yourself in a fight, you'll want to pay a visit to whichever crafting or gathering guild tickles your fancy. Lominsa is renowned for its hitters and or armorers, not to mention its fisher folk. And then there's its cooks, of course. Adventuring in just about killing things, after all. A peaceful pastime may well help you to make your fortune. Just remember, though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Ah! Step on the star ships of the off the starboard now. Pirate colors. Pirates, bloody hell. Have you no sense? Get below. What in the world? What is the world coming to? Pirates firing on a ship flying Lominsa in colors? Bastards either have a boatload of balls or bugger all for brains. You can rest easy, friends. We made it out of cannon range. And no buccaneer's bark will catch this flight. Lady temptress once the wind's in her sails. That was too bleeding close. Glad one of us kept her head on her shoulders. I reckon I'd have lost mine otherwise. If the pirates gave up the chase, we might be closer to port. Let's head up on deck. They can have us a look, shall we? By the by, is this your first trip to Limsa Lominsa? Thought not. But I'll wager there's been some changes since your last visit. Allow a journey to itinerary to appraise you of the current state of affairs. Ahem. Limsa Lominsa has prided itself on being Eorzea's foremost naval power. Weren't too long ago that the place was ruled by pirates, but thanks to the current admiral's civilian influence, the city-state could almost pass for a respectable nation. You'd never guess she was once a rum-swelling buccaneer herself. Of course, most folks ain't so quickly to change, and with a town full of liberty-loving ruffians, you can imagine how many naysayers and troublemakers she got to deal with. Like them pirates who took a fancy to us just now. And if that weren't bad enough, I'd say the Sahagin are raiding the coast just as bold as you please. Them are the sea-dwelling beastmen in the locals called fishbacks. Case you didn't know? At long last, land ho! Behold Limsa Lominsa, a nation blessed by the ocean's bounty and beloved of Limlane, goddess of navigation. I know I butchered her name. I don't remember how it said. Sorry, lass.
On a windswept isle in the southwestern corner of the realm, amidst the roiling waves of the Rotama Sea, lies the maritime city-state of Limsa Lominsa. To this haven for bandits and brigands, cutthroats and curs, seekers of both freedom and fortune, comes a lone adventurer. Lone yet not alone, for the hero's arrival has drawn the gaze of the nation's patron deity, Limsa. What realm-shaking fate has she descried in the churning waters of this mortal's future?
And here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares. Then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this. By way of thanks for saving me ass earlier. Hey, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square.
Through peril and hardship, discovery and triumph, may the navigator guide this brave soul on her life's voyage. Till sea swallows all.
Hey, you there! I mean you? This is my district, and I make it my business to know all the scum that washes up in it. Ah, an adventurer fresh out the boat, is it? Well then. Allow one of Lominsa's finest to set you on the right path. Hop to it, lass. I haven't got all day. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV. And by the looks of it, I may need to set some stuff up, but we'll see. Welcome to Lominsa, a bustling city-state filled with scoundrels and brigands. The rough-cut diamonds of the Rotano Sea. Please head the controls. Oh, perfect. That makes this very easy. Follow the instructions to move your character and adjust the position of the camera. Thankfully, should be good. When you are ready to proceed, speak to Risfios. I think I pronounced that right. No, I'm good there. One sec. Close that. And yeah. Welcome everyone. Hope you're doing well. My name is Madame Lusaminia, and we are here for Final Fantasy XIV. This is going to be a long-running series, one that I'll probably do alongside a bunch of others. For those wondering, for those of you who may have been with this channel for, you know, during the long time I was hiatus, don't worry, I do also plan to finish Halo Reach. I just wanted to start this because I wanted to get back into content with something fresh. But anyways, see here. There. Initiating quests. Non-player characters offering quests can be recognized by the exclamation marks above their head. To bring up the quest menu, speak with the NPC by first targeting him, then press the confirm button. Yep, I just need to... I'm not used to the controller, so give me a sec. While I... There we go. Once you've initiated a quest, a prompt will appear detailing its objectives and rewards. Press the accept button in the lower left to add the quest to your list of current duties. And, well, only one quest to do. But let's say we don't want to. I'm sure we could just, you know, head away without him. Oh, hey, where the bleeding hills do you think you're going? I told you to get over here. Okay, fine, sir. No, I don't need to see that. Alright. Let's do it for real this time. Accept the quest. Now then, I'm sure you're itching to explore, but adventurers are required to register their presence in the city. And without a bit of local knowledge, you'd like to get your throat slit in some piss-stinking alley. So before you do anything else, get yourself over to the Drowning Engine and enroll with an Adventurers Guild. It's not far. Just head straight down the street and speak with Grandfather. He'll show you how to work that big moving platform we call the Crow's Lift. And that'll take you up to the pub. Once you're there, look for a fellow by the name of Bateran. He's the proprietor of the ranch. He might curse like an ale-sodden sailor, but the man's got a soft spot for wide-eyed newcomers like yourself. He'll set you straight. Got all that? Now, run along, and may the navigator guide you on your journey. I'm gonna try and not absolutely butcher every single other sentence that comes my way. You have now begun a quest. Use the duty list to help you complete your tasks. Got it. Now, I should mention, I'm playing this with a bit of a different control scheme than I usually do. Because I, up until this point, played on a PC. I still am playing on PC, but I'm playing with a controller this time around. And, one second, while I should have looked at the control scheme. One sec. I'll get used to it. I'm just not used to having the camera this far inwards. Actually, wait, I could probably just... Yeah, there we go. Use the mouse for a second, and we're good. Now then, let's talk to you. Hello there. Welcome to Limsa, Lominsa. If you've a mind to visit the Drowning Wench, the Crow's Lift will take you there. Take a lift? We don't need to, but sure. For the excitement. And now, over here. Collecting rewards. Complete a quest by speaking to the NPC with the check mark displayed above his or her head. Completing quests will earn you a variety of rewards. Your items and gil. From items and gil to experience points. Okay, I'm gonna try not to butcher every single thing I say. Doing a damn good job at that so far. Greetings to you, lass. What'll it be? But you ain't here for a drink, are you? You come with a mind to try your hand at adventuring. I reckon. Well, you'll find no shortage of work here in Lominsa. The name's Bateran, and the most hospitable of hostilities is the Drowning Wench. 'Tis also the one of the venturing guilds here in Limsa. That's why we've got a desk specifically for handling guild business. And why I seek him to spend more time saving the necks of whelps like yourselves than wetting the throats of me regulars. Venturers have a knack for finding trouble, see. Not that they need it in these parts, on account of there being trouble wherever you look. If you manage to steer clear of the fish bags and the coal bowls outside the city, the pirates on the inside will get you instead. And if they don't manage, there's always the Garlean Empire to finish the job. Oh, no one knows what they're planning, of course. But if they're planning anything, you can be sure it's to kill a lot of us. Aye, this town seems peaceful at a glance. But look again, and you'll see the people living in fear of what tomorrow might bring. And who can blame them after everything that appended Eorzea? Wait, that's happened. That's happened. Eorzea took a mighty blow during the calamity with our Rick, okay, so I'm gonna be completely honest. I am standing at a distance where reading those words are not exactly the easiest. So I'm doing my best here to make out the words, especially with this guy leaving out the H's of every word that he says. But our homes weren't the only thing that got wiped off the face of existence by that thrice damned bastard of a dragon. It took our bleeding memories too. No one's been able to explain it in a way as makes an ounce of sense. None of the folks what saw it and lived to tell the tale seem to agree on how the tale actually goes. It's all foggy, like recollections from an bar hard head on the ale. You can imagine why people might fear for the future if they can't rightly recall the past. Oh, it was hard night, not bored night. God damn it, you and your freaking H's! And there is one thing we all remember, and that's the group of adventurers that laid down their lives to drag Eorzea back from the brink, when she was bound for the abyss. Oh, I say we remember. Truth is, though we ain't forgotten what they did for us, this goddamn calamity spawned memory loss robbed us of their names. It won't even let us picture their damn faces. It's like staring at a gold flying in front of the sun. All you see in your mind's eye is a shadow set against a blinding glare. And that's how everybody describes it. By the way, give or take the old goal, is this what got people calling these heroes the Warriors of Light? If Limsa's ever going to put this time of darkness behind it, it's going to need venturers to help banish the fear. It's going to need new heroes like the ones we lost. Maybe one day you'll be one of them. And that's why we admit why any aid we can get to an adventurer is effort well spent. What you say, lass? You willing to lend us your strength? Of course. Me thanks to ye, and to the navigator and all. I knew she'd steer ye my way for a reason. But listen to me, yattering on like a sun-touched fishwife. 'Tis high time you got your mark in the book. Put your scrawl right here. Lusaminia Chitana, is it? And a fine name it is. Congratulations! You're now an upstanding member of the Adventurers Guild. You there, adventurer! You sailed in on the last ferry, did you not? The captain reported being attacked by a pirate vessel, and several witnesses have testified independently that a passenger matching your description went out on deck mere moments before the incident took place. Sending your friends signals, were you? Now hold on just a moment there, officer. You've got the wrong lass. This fine, upstanding young lady is me dear departed grandma's sister's niece's cousin's closest companion. The lass would have been caught dead fraternizing with such unsavory element. Is that right? Ahem. You're surely aware of the recent kidnappings. Respectfully, then, we cannot be too trusting of outsiders at a time when the loyalty of even our closest friends is in doubt. Aye, you make a good point there, Herr Officer. A good point. A very good point. Very wise. You needn't worry, though. I keep one eye open at all times. Me and the two more are often than not. Freaking hell, you say so much. And leave out so many letters. Now, sir, what say you to a tankard of me finest ale afore you return to your duties, eh? Not a watered down cup of piss like last time, I should hope. Ain't got the faintest idea what you're on about, officer. The wench might offer some of the cheapest grog this side of the Strait of Marathor, but that don't mean it won't you good and pickled. And look, there's a chair over there just crying out to be sat on. So kick off them heavy boots, eh? You'll have to excuse these eager-blooded yellow jackets. There's been a spat of kidnappings, see, and they ain't got a clue who's behind them. Naturally, they've taken to clapping irons on anyone who looks vaguely suspicious. Which means venturers, visitors, and pretty much every bugger else in this town. Don't take it personal, though. Us Lominsans can be, an headstrong bunch of bastards, it's true. But given time, we'll grow on you. Now, where was I? Oh, aye. Welcome to Limsa, where the sea's as green as the faces of me patrons after a few too many blackbelly whiskeys. Now, take a moment to gather your wits, and we'll get started with learning your way around the sea. And with that, first quest done. First of thousands upon thousands to do. This concludes the introductory game tutorial. You have taken your first steps as an adventurer in the city of Lominsa. Listen well to the wisdom of Battleron Ten Fingers. Then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. And, wait, what? Pets? Oh, right. Because you can now summon a pet to do your bidding. You only have access to one pet now, but there will be more opportunities to acquire many more as you continue your adventures. Cast a spell summon from your deck. I'm just curious. I think a lot of guards study away. I think a lot of these are I think a few of those are outdated. Anyways, yeah, let's get on with it. And we can start off with a few things. So, for the moment, let's stick with Battering right over here, shall we? I didn't read what that said, but whatever. Right then, let's start you off nice and easy with 3 tags what'll help you get used to life here in Limsa. Firstly, if you head down on the floor, then point your nose to the west, you'll get an eye full of the great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's an aetheryte, a device that can move you from one place to another in the blink of an eye. Ain't no swifter way to travel, provided there's an aetheryte where you want to go, of course. Have a chat with the yellow jackets on guard down there, and you'll be treated to a lecture on the workings of the device. Before you do that, though, remember to touch the thing. Strange as it sounds, it won't work till you have. Second on the list is the marketplace. You'll find weapons and armor and all your adventuring bits and pieces for sale in the district. Pick what lies beyond the Aetheryte. Don't go throwing your guild around just yet, though, or you'll get fleeced quicker and you can say, why's me coin purse so light? Have a word with Swad's blade. Hit instead. He's the head of the Merchants League, by the way. Get in this old Octon, and he'll treat you well. For the last meal for instance, I suggest you meet some fellow spell slingers at the Arcanist Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few more tricks for your tome if you decide to join their crew. Murray at the front desk is one to get you started. Got all that, lass? Seeing to them 3 tasks take you on a little jaunt around the city, and I'll help you work out where everything is. Now, I'd best be getting on. Run along, eh? Bugger it, there I go, sending you off without telling you something crucial. The bloody calamity made a right mess of me memory, I swear. Well, that or the ale. Any road? While you're out, if you appear to pass any poor sods what look like they might need your help, consider giving their tale of woe a listen, eh? Sounds like a chore, I admit, but you never know what interesting opportunities could be lurking out there, just waiting for you to stumble on them. For example, Ninia over yonder has been casting glances at you since you waltzed in. Why not lend an ear and see what she has to say, eh? You like to find yourself running odd errands in the beginning, but once you build a reputation as a woman who can trust, the jobs will get harder and the rewards more generous. If you have the time, I'd also seek the advice of the smiths here in the wench. The lads heard that title have some fine advice for them what are just starting out in the profession. And that, my girl, is how you go about becoming a legend among adventurers. Hello. How you doing? And off we go. To lead the drowning wench, you must accept the quest of making her name by speaking with Ninia. Alright. That's what you say. Do I really want to read all of that? Fine, I guess I should. The main menu grants quick and easy access to most of the game's main features. For example, select character opens a window containing your character's various attributes and currently equipped gear. Selecting journal under duty displays a list of current and completed quests and levy quests. If you wish to customize the game's various settings, including key bindings, HUD layout, and system configuration, they all can be accessed via systems. Select Active Help to display these tutorial messages. Game progress is saved automatically, so there are no in-game save or load functions. However, to prevent data from being lost or corrupted, it is strongly recommended that you and each playing session by selecting Logout or Exit Game for the system menu. Makes sense? Navigation. God, my throat is... I should grab a glass of water after this. Selecting map from under travel in the main menu or pressing X on the controller will picking up the area map. If a quest objective is located in that area, it will be indicated with a special icon. The location of quest objectives can also be confirmed by selecting the object in the duty list. Sounds all good. How are we doing? Doing fine. So let's do one more quest. And I'll do one more quest and then grab a glass of water. Well, would you look at this? A shiny new adventurer. Listen close, lass. I have some information that might just put you on the map here in Limsa. I was passing through Bulwark below not long ago and saw a bunch of herbs just scattered about on the ground. Now, I'm not entirely certain, but I think they might have been the black market wares known as dream flowers. Limsa is a busy port, and not all the merchants that blow in across the strait are above board. If you know what I mean. How the plants end up in the mast? Who knows? Might have been a deal gone bad. The important thing is you make a name for yourself by handing them in. Speak to his skate handrail and she'll get you down onto the first floor. Then all you have to do is pick up the herbs and take them to Ahitska at the Octant. Being a worldly captain, he knows a thing or two about such shady goods. If you say so. Not that I completely trust you, but I'll believe you right now. Anyways, I should mention, we don't need to focus on it right now, but since I'm using a controller, LT and RT are to access my abilities, one of which I can't use now? Okay. Well, I can sprint, but I can't use it at this current moment. I'm not used to being this early in the game. I'm used to being in Endwalker / Shadowbringer places. Do you wish to visit Bulwark Hall below? The crow's lift is ready when you are. Alright. Onwards.